Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. We've got a unique game for you here. Some collegiate players added to the regular mix. In this game, we'll see Baltimore against Minnesota. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And so, off the tip, it's Minnesota. Parker with the steal. And it's Baltimore on the break. Reese gets the bucket.
And Reese is used to having to score through contact, just brushing past the defender.
Outside Williams. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Gray. Buries it from three-point range.
Look, she knows how important that shot is for effectiveness of this offense.
Pass to Collier. And it's blocked.
Remarkable defense there from Reese. Great to see that kind of effort.
The three. They get the rebound. Austin. No good there off the double clutch. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Carlton. Shot, high post. Baltimore with the rebound. For three, Mitchell. Here's Reese. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
If there's one player out there you have to box out, it's Reese. He's feast on the offensive glass.
Pass to Carlton. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. There's the draw.
Overlooked. Reese is tough to guard when she's attacking.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Now McBride. Here's Collier. Boston grabs the miss. Baltimore on offense. They're on a 9-1 run. For three, Mitchell drains it from beyond the arc.
You know Mitchell loves the three. Remember, she's led the league in attempts from the arc before.
Pass to Carlton. Here's McBride, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You could see she wanted that one. Comes right back with the three of her own.
The tray, and Baltimore hits again from deep.
I love the confidence from Reese, trusting in that lefty J.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Smith finds Williams. Here's Collier. From 10 feet out, count it, good.
Taking what she sees. When the defense gives her the jumper, she doesn't think twice about firing.
Clark for three. They get it again. Takes the three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, believe the hype. Caitlin Clark's range is really something else. How much fun is she to watch?
Now here's Williams. Pass to Carlton. And good that time.
Well, it won't get much easier for her than that. Nice bucket there.
Clark for three. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Williams passes to Collier. Lots of room. And Bonner pulls it down. Baltimore leading by 10. That one goes in.
Attack in the heart of that defense. She was in point-blank range.
Here's Williams. Pass to Carlton. Mitchell with it. Clark outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Anytime that Clark has the rock, you expect her to drill a three. She's always looking to knock him down.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Collier. That one falls.
And they're making the most of her looks inside.
Baltimore with the ball. 13-point lead. For three, Mitchell. Rebound by Williams. Here's Collier from downtown. And so it's Baltimore, 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Baltimore.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Here's Beckers. Clark for three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Never a bad plan setting up Clark. She's seemingly always ready to fire.
Pass to Carrington. They set the pick. Heidemann. Baltimore leading by 16. Lets the three fly. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
We're seeing it tonight. Clark is a walking bucket. Her all-around shot-making ability is off the chart.
Pass to Taylor. Drops in the layup for two.
Great look, and the important part, she finished down low.
There's Parker with the three. Sinks the triple.
A stellar playmaker. Beckers is so dangerous on the pass, sharing the wealth.
Minnesota calls timeout. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Carlton. It's good from long range.
I mean, you can't be more ready to fire off your shot than she was. That is believing in yourself.
Lets it go with the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
I mean, if Reese is connecting from long range, the defense has no chance.
Heidemann. And that one, good.
These looks can be easy money if you've got the skills she has.
Fires the three, and Baltimore hits again from deep. Minnesota trails by 21. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. To the inside, Collier. Excellent D there from Parker. Baltimore on offense. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. And here's Bonner from the arc. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, she doesn't shoot the highest percentage from beyond the arc, but Bonner makes enough to keep you honest.
Heidemann, and the shot goes down.
What a flashy sequence by her. You can tell she enjoys showing off from time to time.
Pass to Reese. Here's the three. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Carlton. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Gray. Here's Boston. Got it. Good job in the low post.
My goodness. Boston is a tough customer on the interior. Always willing to battle.
Pass to Collier. Here's Carlton. Heidemann. A minute 42 left to play here in the half. Basket good.
And it's not easy to outwork contact like that, even when you have that momentum behind you.
Here's Carlton. Pass to Collier. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's Bonner from the arc. They get it back. Boston, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. .106 left to play in the first half.
A polished and reliable perimeter shooter. Gray doesn't think twice about shooting from the outside.
Right side, Williams. To stop the run. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Collier. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Baltimore with the ball. Mitchell outside. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Well, look, you improve your ability to make shots when you step into them with confidence. She just showed that.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Williams for three. Another miss by Minnesota. Mitchell outside. And Baltimore hits again from deep. Williams looking over the floor. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Baltimore sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Gray. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. Now Williams. Pass to Carlton. McBride on the wing. Here's Collier. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Reese. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Relentless offense from Angel Reese, attacking without hesitation.
Pass to Collier. They set the screen. Outside Williams. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Just working off the ball. She stays ready to catch and fire.
Minnesota with the ball, following the 3-pointer by Baltimore. That one goes. Count it. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Pass to Reese. Here's Collier. McBride passes to Smith. And the layup falls.
I love how assertive she was right there. She feels like no one can guard her inside.
Out to the right wing. Here's Reese. Buries the long-range jumper. Here's Minnesota. Down low, Collier. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Great to see her score inside. Collier is an all-around offensive talent, capable of scoring in a variety of ways.
And she continues to fill it up, scoring almost at will.
And it's Baltimore on the break. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The rebound by Collier. Pass to Carlton. Bangs home the trifecta.
Got to get up close to her if you're a defender. She's a player who can hurt you from deep.
Gray passes to Reese. No one covering. A minute 50 left in the 3rd. Now McBride. Right wing. Pass to Collier. Boston grabs the miss. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Off the catch, she's right in rhythm. Great possession.
Here's Collier. Back to McBride. And it's good for 2.
Keeps her head up and looks for open teammates. Collier has great vision.
We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you've got to do it as a unit.
Here's McBride, following the 3-pointer by Baltimore. To the paint, here's Williams. Chalk up 2 there.
Got the look they wanted, and she's got to be happy to pay it off.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Gray, that's good. Minnesota with the ball. McBride with the ball. Here's Carlton. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
She isn't messing around out there. When you drain a 3 on her squad, she's coming for revenge.
Back to Mitchell. Baltimore moving that ball around. And that one's good. Parker. Now here's Williams. With 1 on the clock. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Baltimore enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now Carrington. Pass to Collier. Here's Carrington. Collier. That's good.
Uses every bit of her strength to overpower the defense. Collier does not fear contact.
Clark for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Heidemann draws contact on the shot. And now a 3-point play chance as she'll head to the free throw line. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Baltimore.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And here is Clark. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Okay, wow. She really let that one fly. I love her confidence.
Pass to Collier. Carrington with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it.
There's the on-ball presence of Beckers. Not overpowering, but boy, is she pesky.
Clark for 3, and Baltimore hits again from deep.
Shooting while in rhythm. The defense has got to be more mindful of her ability to pull up off the dribble.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Collier. Another miss by Minnesota. Baltimore with the ball. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer. The rebound by Carrington. Inside. Collier. That's good.
I think she enjoyed challenging the defense there, showing them she was unstoppable inside.
And it's Clark in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now Carrington. Down low. Heidemann over to the wing. All sorts of time. Baltimore with the rebound. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Drills it from outside.
I'll tell you, she really answered the bell today. She's been a force.
Pass to Carrington. Beyond the arc. Hits it from 3-point range. Here is Bonner. Clark for 3. The rebound by Shepard. Here's Collier. Over Bonner. And it's Collier missing. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Bonner's shot good.
Well, she keeps the defense honest there by spacing the floor. Threes are big for this offense.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Collier. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And that one's good by Clark.
Catch and shoot looks are generally high percentage, especially when she's shooting.
Carrington with the ball. Pass to Shepard. No one near him. Baltimore with the rebound. Clark for three. Oh, good on that one. 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Bonner pulls it down. Baltimore on offense. They're on an 18-5 run here. To the left side wing. To the paint. Banked in off the glass.
I love how she was confident. She got the ball in close and just went for it.
Clark for three. It's good from long range. So it's Minnesota now. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Shepard. Here's Collier. Over Bonner, and it's blocked.
A great rejection. Bonner has been in the top 10 in the league in blocks a few times. She can really time her swats.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 4, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block. Eight seconds left to play in the final quarter. No good on the quick three. And so it's Baltimore with the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. Now it's time to present our player of the game.